So, what if I told you there's a predictable way to boost your ACT math score, and it's literally hiding in plain sight? No, it's not about some complex trigonometry or anything like that. It's all about mastering percentages. Let's forget those boring math drills for a second and think of this as your golden ticket to more points. Guaranteed. Let's just get right into it. Take a look at this. 8 to 12. You know, that's not a guess. That's how many percentage questions you are almost guaranteed to see on the ACT math test. This is not some tiny, obscure topic. It's a huge, predictable part of the exam, and today we're going to conquer it. So the real question is, what if you could walk into that test with a foolproof strategy for every single one of those questions? Just imagine turning all that uncertainty into guaranteed points. We're talking a potential 2, 3, maybe even a 4-point jump in your math score. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So why do we call this a secret score booster? Well, it's because percentages are like a key that unlocks doors across the entire test. Seriously, once you master them, you're not just getting those pre-algebra points. You're suddenly way faster at data interpretation, and you're more confident in geometry. It's the ultimate force multiplier for your score. Okay, so where do we start? We start with the foundational toolkit. There are only 3 core formulas you need to know cold. Think of them as the only 3 tools you'll need to build a solution for literally any percentage problem the ACT can throw at you. First up, the most fundamental one, part equals percent times whole. Now, there is one non-negotiable rule here, okay? You always have to convert the percent to a decimal before you multiply. So 30% of 80 immediately becomes 0.30 times 80. I know it sounds simple, but forgetting this step is the #1 mistake people make. Next up, let's talk percentage increases. The formula is new value equals the original times, and here's the important part, 1 plus the percent, with that percent as a decimal. Now that little 1 plus part is pure magic. The 1 represents 100% of your original value, so by adding the percentage increase to it, you get the final multiplier in one shot. It's a brilliant shortcut for any problem about growth or markups. And for decreases, it's the exact same logic, just in reverse. New value equals the original times 1 minus the percent. And again, that 1 minus is your key. Think about it. A 20% discount means you're still paying 80% of the price. So you just multiply by 1 minus 0.20, which is 0.80, and you get the answer instantly. This one step saves so much time on any sale or discount question. All right, you've got the toolkit. Now let's unlock the pro move that separates good scores from the truly great ones. It's all about thinking in multipliers. And this isn't some new formula. It's a mental shift that will make you incredibly fast and accurate on test day. Just look at the difference here. The slow path involves 2 steps. First, you find the 15% discount, then you have to subtract it. But the pro move, the fast path, is all about thinking differently. If you're getting 15% off, that just means you're paying 85%. So you do one calculation, multiply by 0.85, and you're done. That is the power of the multiplier method. It's a total game changer. You know, knowing the formulas is really only half the battle. You also have to know the traps the ACT loves to set. And trust me, they are predictable, they are common, and they are designed to catch you off guard. But once I show you their playbook, you'll spot them every single time. This is the most classic drop on the test, successive percentages. If a price goes up by 20% and then drops by 20%, your brain immediately wants to say it's back where it started, but it's not. And why? Because the base changed. The 20% decrease is calculated on a new higher number. The absolute rule to remember is this: never, ever just add or subtract successive percentages. Trap number 2 is all about using the wrong base. For any percent change question, the rule is simple and absolute. You always divide by the original value. So if a price goes from $50 up to $60, the change is $10. You divide that $10 by the original $50, not the new $60. Getting the base wrong is a guaranteed way to get the question wrong. It's a small detail that makes all the difference. Okay, this slide shows a really subtle but super important trap in the test's wording. If a score moves from 60% to 80%, that's an increase of 20 percentage points. That's just simple subtraction. But the percent increase is a completely different calculation. It's the change, 20, divided by the original, 60, which is 33.3%. The ACT loves this trick. Your job is to read the question carefully and know exactly which one they're asking for. Okay, we've covered the tools, the pro moves, and the traps. Let's bring it all home now. These are the key ideas you need absolutely locked and loaded in your brain when you walk into that testing center. This isn't just about memorization. It's about fluency. To really maximize your speed, you need to know these conversions instantly, without even thinking. Knowing that 75% is the same as 3/4 saves you precious seconds and mental energy that you can then use on the tougher problems. If these aren't second nature to you yet, make some flashcards tonight. So here it is, your final checklist. Number 1, master the 3 core formulas. 2, use multipliers to be fast. 3, never ever add or subtract successive percentages. 4, always use the original value as your base. And 5, before you bubble in that answer, please reread the last sentence of the question. Make absolutely sure you're solving for what they actually asked. So just remember this. The ACT isn't just a math test. It's a strategy test. It's about mastering the method, not just the math. When you know the shortcuts and you can recognize the traps, you turn percentages from a challenge into a reliable source of points. That is how you take control of the test, and that is how you boost your score.